A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach, he said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hoosiers ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. On the run, it's Fletcher. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Here's Mensa to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making checks. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Canes line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they completed that in their sleep.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Gonna run it. It's Richard. Strong, firm tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here's the handoff. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing, Mensa unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Oh, he got loose. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, 1st down here. The run inside. It's speedy. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. He's in open space downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on running the football. They were up against it a little bit there in the first quarter. Not a lot of explosive run plays, but here in the second, they finally popped one. They know it's just a matter of time with this guy. He's ready to hit the home run with his game-breaking speed. And after that long touchdown run, this offense finally on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle.
Snags it, and he's open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Richard. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I understand what the offense is trying to do. Use the wide side of the field, right? Use all that space, pitch on the outside, get on the edge. But the defense was too disciplined. Great job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the big tackle.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for space, it's Pringle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of the times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Still in it. Here's a little room there. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On the ground, it's Pringle. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. to the ground with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's Beebe. Breaks into the open. Gets away from one, finds some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Mensah. Under fire. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
to the air on second down. Bringing the heat. On target to the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some.
Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Running back searching for a hole. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Mensah to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Hoosiers! A pick 6.
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And the extra point is good. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Let's go.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. Racing to the right. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Touchdown, Canes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Hurricanes back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. But they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Off play action on 1st down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Hoosiers head quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it go. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch them napping. Take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here, it'd make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Still a one-score game, and they've got a little breathing room.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Finds his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Shakes off and runs through another guy. Touchdown, Indiana! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Mensah. Pressure coming. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's got the tight end. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Might be calling a hot route. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Pringle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights, and David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.